Hey, Gabby. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's happening. I think she said to randomly disconnect, but hopefully that doesn't happen again. Hi, Torby. Calm down. Hi, guys. Hey, how are you doing? I'm very quiet. Okay. Is that any better? Can you hear me now? It's showing I'm like topping out. Better. Okay. I'll move the mic a little bit closer and see if that helps too. And I'll drop my music down a little bit, so that should help too. Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling it was the music drowning me out. I finally got my music working again on here. What happened is apparently it's decided to think this was a speaker. We're good? Okay. So anyways, hi guys. I don't know what the hell's going on, but Twitch was like, I'm going to disconnect you randomly right as you start. So hopefully that's not a reoccurring thing. It wasn't frame drops. It was like, no, server doesn't want to deal with you. But hi. So yeah, yesterday was interesting. I went to the grocery store and I was like, I'm gonna get all my stuff for my stream, and I forgot the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl, and I live in Kansas City. So that was crazy. Like, normally I'll see like one, maybe two people without masks, even though it's a governor mandate, and honestly, every store should be fucking making them wear it. But yeah, yesterday there was like 12. Just walking fucking around like, and if it wasn't, they had the mask off or whatever, it was, here's my nose. And I was just like, fuck's sake. Especially after they just announced there's like a new fucking strain of corona. Wear a mask, you asshole. Sounds about right. Yeah, so the thing is, like, people have been pretty good around here. And I don't know. I also went to a different grocery store, so I'm like, is that grocery store just full of fucking idiots? Maybe I shouldn't be going there. I don't know. We'll see. But as you can see over here, I've got the Birria Tacos is what I'm making. This is like a TikTok thing, but to be honest, I don't give a fuck. There's like a taco truck down the street, and I keep seeing that they have Birria Tacos, and I'm like, I don't know what you are, but I want to try you. So basically, what it is it's like you make like a beef stew, and you stew up the meat and everything. Which this is our meat. I know it looks lovely. It was marinating overnight because I can't marinate for 8 hours on stream. That would suck. I'm sure somebody out there is going to be like, no, just stream for 8 hours. No, I'm not Rue. But anyways, so I marinated that last night. And then what you do is you make a beef stew. You take the beef out, shred it up, put it in the tacos like you normally would. But you you dip the taco shell into the beef stew. So it's like a beef broth in it. And then you fry the taco. And that sounds amazing to me. So we're going to try that. Of course, like, typically a stew, if you were to actually, like, make a stew, is going to take hours. So instead, I'm going to be using the Instapot today, which is that tool. Yeah. You guys haven't gotten a chance to see me use an Instapot, but I promise it's boring. So, anyway, but we're going to go ahead and use the Instapot today and try that out, see how this works. So, like I said, this has been marinating. And the marinade, if you do the exclamation point recipe or hashtag recipes, I fucked up. You'll actually see like what's in said marinade, right? But the marinade that I have, it's guajillo peppers, which those are kind of hard to find. So I used ancho, and you'll always find these dried. You like your Instapot? Instapots are fucking great. Like, I love mine. But anyway, I could have bought another bag to show you guys, but I don't use these this often, so I don't want it to hang around. But you'll get like a bag of these that are like dried, right? And what you have to do is reconstitute them, which basically means like boil some water, throw them in there, leave them for like 15 minutes. And then they come out to this chewy thing. Speaking of masks, no longer have a mask requirement. Fuck Iowa, man. Fuck Iowa. You just want to come here? Come live with me. Bring your cats. And Rue. Anyway. But yeah, so this says ancho chilies and then chipotle peppers, which are jalapenos that are marinated in adobo, if you didn't know. That's all chipotle means. And adobo is a sauce that is made down in Mexico. And then vinegar, tomatoes, garlic, oregano, paprika, and cumin. So that's all in this. Blended it up yesterday, threw it in the pot of meat that we have here, and let it sit since, like, I don't know. I was on mic with some people, like midnight, I think, or so is when I was making marinade. It's my life, you know. So that's what we've got there. So that actually starts off quite a bit of our work for this. So what I'm doing also is I'm going to go ahead and make guacamole for myself. The recipe that's in our recipe list has it requires like 3 avocados. My husband won't eat it, so I got 1 because it's going to be for me alone. And then I'm also going to be making my own homemade salsa to go with this. And these recipes, honestly, when I make guacamole and salsa, I don't follow a recipe. I just threw you guys one that was similar to what I would do. So that way, if somebody did want to make it, like, since I don't follow measurements and shit, I figured this would be easier. But what we need to do, because it's going to take 45 minutes in the Instapot, we need to get our stew going. So to start with this, like I said, we've already got our marinade, so that's the first few steps on this. Technically, it says to saute the onions in the Instant Pot. Honey. Anyway. So we're going to go ahead and saute some onions in the Instant Pot. If you guys never used an Instant Pot, this is kind of one of the cool things about it. Is that you can use it as kind of an all-in-one tool. So I've got it showing there. New olive oil bottle, by the way. So I'm just putting a little bit of olive oil down. Hopefully, yeah, you can see the Instant Pot. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is get that, well, that doesn't take long to heat up, so instead we're going to start with just dicing our onions, now that I think about it. Because it really does not take long for that Instant Pot to go. So, let's get this going. Yes, I'm making tacos. Hi, Markson, how are you? You need to get a ball. Yeah, so I always just kept the oil in, like, its own little thing. And it's really annoying. Like, the caps that's on olive oil and stuff, it just doesn't pour really well. So I found this one. If you want, I'll link it to you. It's on Amazon. Because I get everything on Amazon, apparently. Stuffing McDonald's in your face. You know what? That's fine. Watch me make better food. I can't lie. I love McDonald's. Like, maybe it's a nostalgia thing. Maybe I have no standards. I don't know. But McDonald's chicken nuggets are the shit, so I ain't gonna get mad at you. Hen! Hi, Hen! I know you can't see it, but I actually have your shirt on under this. But hi! Bacchus! Hi, Canny. How are you doing? P.S. I love your art. Like, do you commission? Because I totally want to get a sketch from you. Watching you draw Lefty's stuff on screen the other day, it was so cute. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just working on tacos. Yeah, the birthday picture that you did. I love that. That was so cute. So cute. Like, I think I said it in stream, but I love, like, your sketch style. I love that a lot of people with sketches, I've noticed, like, if I watch them draw, they're like, it's a sketch style, but they'll, like, go back over and delete and redo every line. And I'm like, no, let the process happen. And it is what it is. You're still not finished? Ah. From what I saw, I loved it. So, I fell in love with you. Yeah, I love Canny's drawing style. It's fucking adorable. Any idea when you're gonna have it done? You want those knives? They are amazing. Honestly, if you could, just do yourself a favor. If you are broke but you have like a little bit, I don't know, high stimulus maybe. Get the chef knife. That is going to be your best friend because you can do just about anything with it. But yeah, I love your drawing style, Kenny. Also, I'm trying not to think about it, but I'm going to point out something to you guys. I'm actually wearing a skirt. This may come as a surprise to some of you. I don't wear skirts. I wear a dress occasionally around the house, like for comfort. I do not go out in them very often. So, trying not to think about that fact. But there we go. I also don't show my legs ever. You have to work on a commission next week. Okay. Do you have a commission site, Candy? Because I totally think I need to get something done by you. Like I said, I really do love your style. You refuse to buy more knives. Oh, yeah. I can't believe I'm wearing it. No, it's not mini. No. No, it's knee length, but I just don't wear them. And yeah, Markson, I had roommates and stuff, and they used to kind of mess with some of my shit, so I didn't buy new pans, new knives, new all of that shit until they got the fuck out of my house. I watched one too many times them putting one of my knives that I just sharpened or made really good into the fucking dishwasher. Discord? Okay. Aw. Thank you, Hen Hen. You're cute. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and throw this in spot. But no, Hen's always cute. If you guys haven't followed her on Instagram, like, I love her little outfits that she posts. Hen is fucking adorable. Okay, so actually we're gonna get this oil heated up before I throw in. I tell you guys to do that all the time, and then I'm like, okay, so what I'm just doing right now is I'm putting it on saute. You, Cabby. Alright, so that's heating up. Pioneer cookware set. I've seen those Pioneer ones. What did you think of them? Are they actually pretty good? Like, because I'm thinking about getting a Dutch oven. Because I want to do some fried stuff on stream. Usually I air fry stuff. But there's certain things. Like, I was going to make churros today. I don't think air fried churros would work. Is there oil getting hot already? Yes, I touch things to check if they're hot. Don't do what I do, kids. Shade your own side cut. Nice. Why are you popping? Oh, there must have been some water. It's okay. You know, I had an undercut at one point where it shaved like all this. I've never done a side cut though. Looks cool as hell. Not gonna lie, I've debated it. This thing is being loud as hell. There we go. That is one thing. If it's not completely dry, that thing will do weird shit. I would fucking adore having a hen in my kitchen while I make food. It keeps dropping frames. I don't know what the hell's up. Grill hands, yeah. Give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna find out. Like I said, Twitch is being really stupid. It doesn't say that, like, it's my connection. It's something to do with the server. Like, I might have to switch Twitch servers or something. But yeah, I would adore having a hen sitting in there. My kitchen with me. You guys can see me, right? Like, everything's good? Okay. Okay. So like I said, the cool thing about the Instant Pot is you can like saute inside of it. Anyway, so I don't have to like move stuff from a pan. Because like with a crock pot, you don't get the heat, so you have to do that kind of shit. So we're just going to let those saute for a minute. Doesn't say to do this, but I'm going to throw in some salt. Always throw in salt when you're sauteing veggies. Pulls the liquid out. I feel like at some point you guys are going to get tired of me repeating the same shit. But that's okay. Okay. Just trying to make sure the salt is incorporated. So another thing I mentioned in my title, discussing Valentine's Day stream. So I am going to cook on Valentine's Day. That is obviously, well, not obviously, but for those of us in America, we know that that's the 14th. Because we get bombarded with pink and red hearts and bullshit and teddy bears and candies and all that crap for, you know, a good month. I don't believe in Valentine's Day. My husband and I have days that mean something to us, but corporate days don't mean shit to me. So I'm not like, we're gonna have a Valentine's Day together. At best, we might do like Legos or some shit together. But we do that all the time anyway. I'm personally of the opinion that if you love somebody, you don't need a specific day to tell them. So, instead, fuck it. What I'm thinking I want to do is I'm going to cook something, and I want to make it a charity stream for something I do love other than my husband and my friends, which is animals. So I'm going to put up some stuff. I might do like some giveaways. I kind of got to figure that out, and I'll figure it out through the week, and I'll do some announcements on my Twitter, maybe in my Discord as well. But what I want to do is donate to my local animal shelter. AB told me to only if you're sweating the onions. You are sweating them. Right now I'm sweating the onions. Make a beef Wellington? I can actually. I've made beef Wellington. I'd make many beef Wellingtons. They'd be like little filet mignon beef Wellingtons, but I've made them. But I'm going to donate to Great Plains ASPCA. It's not where I got my dog, Ice. Some of you saw him occasionally on stream back when I used to stream games, and before he unfortunately passed away. But it is like a really good no-kill shelter here. It's the one we donated all of his stuff to when he was gone. So what I was thinking would be cool is to do like a donation for them, because I love the animals, and I will always love the animals. And so, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do next week. I'm going to get something set up for like stream charity and stuff like that, and donate to Great Plains ASPCA. So I thought about doing that, Candy. Actually, I was thinking about making dog treats. One, because of COVID, I don't know like if I drop them off, if they could use them like at the shelter. If so, I will totally do that. I will call them this week and see if that's a possibility. Other than that, I don't have a doggo anymore to give them to. Animals are better than people. But I don't have an animal to throw dog treats to, so I'd be making them for nothing. So that's kind of what I was thinking. If the shelter will let me, hell yeah, I will make them. I will drop them off at the shelter, give them to all the shelter puppers, and kitties, because I will do kitty treats as well. If not, maybe I'll do like a vegan or vegetarian deal, right? Be nice to the animals. Um, but yeah, I hope that would be something you guys would be interested in. I can't imagine anybody being like, no, fuck that, I don't like animals. And if so, get the fuck out. But I figured that would be a good thing. Okay, we're good on the meat, on the onions here. So the next thing I need to add into this Instapot. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get the Instapot done because it, like I said, it does take time on this one. So we're going to add all of this meat and marinade, which that's a crazy amount. I'm hoping it'll all fit in my Instapot. Guess we'll see. Actually, first, to cancel some of the cooking out here, I'm going to throw in some chicken stock. Just because while I'm getting stuff ready, I don't want the onions to overcook. So, this is interesting to do with a camera, let me tell you. Come on. This is not going to be a pretty noise, I bet. Nope. But what we have in here is sirloin and beef shank. That's where, if you saw the bone down below, right there, that is a beef shank. Bones, of course, add a flavor to just about anything because marrow is the best flavor in the entire piece of meat. But that is a bone-in beef shank. Yeah, plop. It really is a plop noise, isn't it? Okay, so we got that. Next thing we need is a cinnamon stick. Oh, I thought I'd already used this cinnamon before. I have not. Resisting the urge to use my teeth. So I'm not gonna lie, normally to get a freshness seal off like that. Hey Andy, how are you doing? P.S. You are adorable, and I don't know why you didn't post a picture of yourself earlier. Hi. So that's a cinnamon stick, and then 2 bay leaves. If you are cooking with bay leaves, do yourself a favor. Try to get the most whole bay leaves, because you're going to pull them out. There's nothing where you keep a bay leaf in or eat it, because bay leaves taste like butt. Okay. And then 6 cloves. I'm not sure what the fax was for, but yes, I am always right. Right? I hope you're talking about Indy, because if so, yes, completely agree. And that is just 6 cloves we're throwing in there. Normally I'm not huge on cloves, but never made this stew, so I want to follow it as closely as possible. So, and then we're just going to add chicken stock until we can basically cover everything. There we go. Yeah, I think we should be good with that amount. Like, not everything's completely covered, but I think we're close enough. Alright, so now here comes the fun part if you've never messed with an Instapot. Say hi to my Coke in the background. Anyway, I've had that for like 8 months because I can't drink regular Coke. So, if you've never seen one, it has a specialty lid like this. make great noises. All right. We're going to engage our pot. And then back here it has a steam vent. See if you can see that. It has a steam vent right there. What's going to happen is it pressurizes with heat, closes up, and will basically, it superheats. That's what it does. It pushes the heat into whatever you're cooking. Okay, so we're going to do high pressure cook. So we're going to turn off the saute. So we're doing high pressure cook for, like I said, this is going to take a while. Mm. 45 minutes, yep. And it's going to take a few minutes for it to pressurize, which is fun. And once it pressurizes, then it will start cooking. So that's how an Instant Pot works. Ta-da! Real simple. It breathes out the steam. Yeah, it will once I release the Instant Pot. Did you put lime in the Coke? I have not, but I do love lime Coke. You stuck a dragon. Yeah, I've seen those before. Like, I have a 3D printer designed for something like that. Butts a hug. That is actually an awesome emote name. All right. So, next thing we're doing. Like I said, we're making salsa and we're making guacamole to go with this while we discuss aminals, because they're my favorite thing ever. But we're going to do the guacamole first. So I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands, actually, because I did mess with some meat. So let's go ahead and do that. Like, my hand didn't actually touch the marinade, but better safe than sorry, right? Guac, yes. Actually, you know what? We probably should do the guac last, just because of browning. So first we're going to do the salsa. So I'm going to try to somewhat follow this, but like I said, I don't. Nobody needs a recipe for stuff. I did wash these before stream, PS. Okay. How many tomatoes do I have? Because I need 1 for my guac. So this will be my 1 guac one, and these will be my 4 for my salsa. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get these diced up. And this is actually going to go into a food processor, but in the meantime, let me get a bowl. Set everything aside for it, because my food processor is kind of small. I have a feeling I'm going to have to do it in like batches, which is fine. But, yeah, I don't know exactly what to make for next week. Do you guys have any ideas of something? I could go the whole romantic route, or I could just be like, fuck it, and make like something that has a lot of, I don't know, garlic and things I wouldn't eat on a date. Bullshit. You have to devein and seed your jalapenos? Oh. Yeah, I used to have a lot of problems with spicy food because I had huge problems with stomach acid, and now my stomach is cut in two, thanks gastric bypass. I don't have that problem anymore, so I can actually do spicy. I'm not used to it though, so like, you know, my husband's like, "Hey, you can eat spicy food now," and he gets all happy and has me try spicy things, and I'm like, okay, but that doesn't mean I like it. Just because it doesn't kill me anymore. So, you know. There is going to be a jalapeno going into this, which we're actually going to dry roast it a little bit. You're all breathtaking. No, you. That is a question, actually. Do you guys like spicy food? I could do something spicy. And then eat it on stream and kind of hate myself. Like I said, just because like my stomach doesn't revolt anymore and like try to kill me if I eat spicy food doesn't mean that I necessarily like it. And I've seen so many people do like spicy chip challenge and stuff like that. I could start doing some of that while like between cooking or whatever. There's a few things I could do. Umeboshi is something, if you guys have ever heard of that. It's soured pickled plum. It's like the sourest thing in the world. Some sorts of spicy food. Yeah. I actually know a lot of people who don't really like spicy, but then the people that do are like adamant. Like they fucking love it, you know? Alright, so that is 4 Roma tomatoes. Yeah, see, I'm the opposite. My stomach's fine with it now. I don't necessarily like it. Okay, so the other thing that's going to go in here is the diced tomatoes. That are canned. Hey, stop it. Sorry, my can opener got overzealous and decided to start before I told it to. Alright. These green onions are actually not rinsed, so I am going to go ahead and rinse these. How many do I need? Just 2? Okay. For those of you who can't tell, that is my lazy man's can opener. It does it for me. Because I am lazy. Spices with chili. Nice. I have, it's kind of weird though. I do love like, okay. This thing's being stupid. Let me actually set it in place instead of letting it try to figure out what it's doing. Anyways, I love buffalo. Like anything buffalo, hell yeah, I'm in. Even like Cholula. I don't know. I have a weird spicy palate. I absolutely hate Tabasco. They might be scallion. They're a little bit too big for scallion. Oh, am I stretching? Okay, give me a sec. Hey. No. You stop. Let me get these onions peeled. Buffalo. So buffalo is a specific type of spice. Mostly made with a chili pepper, but the other thing is they add butter to it, so it's like a rich spice, a rich heat. So it's chili and butter, basically. All right, stretch. Give myself room to actually stretch. All right. There we go. Stretch. Buffalo wings for the Super Bowl. Okay, is anybody actually watching the Super Bowl? I might watch the halftime show. But yay sports. Yeah, I don't care. I really don't. It's so funny because like I said earlier, I live in Kansas City. And for those who, I guess, I'm telling other people like I know, but the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl and the Chiefs are my local team. So things are fucking crazy here. And this sounds bad, but I really hope that they don't win. Because if they do win, there's going to be a whole bunch of people out, like, celebrating and shit, which is just what we need with COVID in place. P.S. This thing came up with burn. This is something that happens with Instapots occasionally. If it thinks there's not enough liquid, it will come up and say burn. Um, it's probably because this is such a thick stew. So, just gotta give it a stir. I added a little more chicken stock. There we go. It'll rebuild the pressure. It always wants more. It really does. Yes, somewhere over the rainbow. Yep. Wizard of Oz. But yeah, I really hope. Like, it sounds bad, but I really kind of hope they don't win. Cause okay, although I will say last year they won, and when they won, like there was a party and stuff. But like it's the most calmest party because like people in Kansas City, to be honest, are kind of just chill people. So like there was people out there celebrating, and this happened when the Royals, which is our baseball team, actually won as well. Like when they won, like everybody had this party, and there was like 8 people taken in for drunken disorderly conduct. Nothing else. No looting, no rioting, no, which you hear about in other towns. That doesn't fucking happen here. So we might be okay. Doesn't really mean I want to see the attempt, you know? All this is going to a food processor, which is why I can just rough chop it. Kind of make larger chops. But yeah, you can look up the Royals celebration or whatever, and it was crazy. Like, cause I worked near a place where they had, like, where the celebration was. Like, we had people parking in our parking lot and stuff. We had to kick them out. But yeah, was insane, insane. Hundreds of thousands of people just gathered in this city block, and you can see pictures of it. And nothing. No fighting, no nothing. The only thing you remember is Shakira. Hey, you know what? If you're gonna remember something, though, Shakira's a damn good thing to remember. I love her. Only because she belly dances, and I used to belly dance. Okay. So we're not going to need this whole onion for this, because part of it's going to go into the guac. 1/3 a cup, huh? So that's going to be about... Haha. That's about 1/3 cup. Yeah, I'm not going to be watching, though, at all. I don't care. I really don't care. I used to watch for the commercials and the halftime show. That's it. Alright. And jalapeno. I told you guys I was going to do this, so here in a second I'll get that out, but I'm going to first get my cilantro ready, and then we are going to basically dry roast a jalapeno. Just in a dry pan. My husband doesn't like cilantro a lot. I don't know about you guys, but there's apparently this, I don't know if it's genetic or what, I think they say it's genetic, that makes cilantro taste like soap to some people, and my husband has that. So he doesn't necessarily care for cilantro. But yeah, apparently it's a genetic thing. which is crazy if you think about it. Like, I don't know, back in school, I remember doing these weird, like, they were supposed to be genetic tests or whatever, where it was like this certain type of styrofoam, if you have this particular genetic composition, um, this certain type of styrofoam will melt in your mouth, but this certain type, like most people it won't. Or there's like your ears connected in like a certain way to your head, like that's a genetic thing, and like a bunch of crazy shit. You guys have heard that too? You've heard other people have it? So do any of you have it? Do you know? Like, does cilantro taste like soap to you? Because I can't imagine, because I love cilantro. But yeah, he obviously doesn't like it, because who the hell wants to eat soap? This is not the best looking cilantro. Yeah, I don't like this store. Your mother does. Yeah, I don't know. He was the first one I ever heard about it, and then I saw like, I remember it was somewhere online, a bunch of people talking about it and how that is, you know, like I said, that genetic thing, and I was like, what? How can it taste like soap? Cilantro doesn't taste like soap. Cilantro tastes like amazing. Which I guess like kind of leads to the question, right? Like, how many people taste things differently? Like, what if my garlic doesn't taste like your garlic, you know? Because if this tastes like soap to people, what other things are affected? You love it, yeah. I actually do know one person who says it tastes like soap, but they still like it. There's something wrong with them. So, that's okay. That's very okay. So, last week I was talking a bit about jeans can do amazing things. Yeah, they can. Make your ass look nice. If they fit right. Anyway, I realized that apparently it's kind of interesting to people, because I found out this week that it's really interesting to people that I've done like LARP and Renaissance festivals and stuff like that, you know, because I used to work in them. And I was like, well, who cares about that? But apparently it's interesting. Because I've got stories. Lots and lots of stories from my time doing stuff like that. I also have other stories. You know, I've got like, back when I used to be in a band, or when I went skydiving. LARP is cool. Yeah. It is. It really is. I did enjoy my time LARPing. The problem is that the politics got far into the way. Because there's this thing. Okay. And maybe you guys will notice this. Sometimes that happens on Twitch too, I've noticed. So back in high school, you had that whole trope, right? Like the whole popular people and the, you know, I'm an outcast and a nerd and blah, blah, blah. And like all that crap, which, yeah, okay. But then you get on Twitch, or you get into like other things. I have lived a pretty full life, yes. But you get onto Twitch, you get onto other things like that, right? And then it seems like the people who were the, maybe you could say have-nots. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. I was a fucking nerd. I was a theater nerd. And like, I literally worked at Renaissance Festival, and like, I was broke even though I went to a private school. So like, I was an outcast. But I feel like most people probably say that. But anyway, I've noticed there's two routes that people take from that, right? And one route is the, I'm never going to let anybody make me feel that way again, or I'm never going to let anyone else feel that way again. like in the end if they get that self-confidence, or there's those that still dwell on it, right? And don't use it as like kind of a means to move forward, if you will. And so like I've noticed on Twitch and on it, like in LARP, this used to happen too, where you get these people who are on like this power trip. Like there is some kind of power trip. On Twitch, there's at least money. LARP, it didn't make sense because there was no money. There was just people that would, I guess, respect you or something like that. And this whole like notion that there's cliques and stuff. Oh, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Like, yes, I have people that I am closer to. I've always had people that I'm closer to. Everyone's going to have someone they're closer to, but that doesn't mean that there's like an insider and outsider thing, and I hate that. And then there's people that will treat it that way, and I feel like the people that are the worst about it are the people that probably were either on top or at the very bottom. Like those who sat in the middle, I don't feel like cared that much. But if you were at the bottom all of a sudden now, you get on Twitch, you get to these LARPs or whatever, and you're like, haha, now I'm top dog, and you feel like you have to fucking flaunt that or some shit. And then the LARP, it was kind of the same way. Like, there'd be these people that wanted to turn it into this clique bullshit, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like, why? Right? I didn't like that shit in high school. Nobody did. So why do it? But that does come in, and I don't understand it. That's okay. That's okay. Alright. So honestly, this recipe is throw a bunch of shit into the food processor and process it and then eat it. But that's okay, because we got time until the stew is done for the Birria Tacos. Eventually there'll be drama. Yeah, there will. And drama is to be expected. What is stupid to me is that once it happens, just fucking fix it. Like, it's not difficult. It butts. Butt spot with the knowledge here. I can't disagree. I can't disagree at all. That's all I'm doing right now, just so you guys can see. I was juicing this lemon in my juicer, but like, it seems like apparently just me squeezing it's gonna work better. I also don't really care if I have like a little bit of lemon pulp, or lemon, it's a lime. Hi guys. I don't really care if I have like some lime pulp in my salsa. So, but stupid drama aside and shit, because to be honest, there's always a lot. I actually don't have any quotes. Haha. I don't play enough to have quotes. I do, however, set up everybody else's quote bot. Hi, that's me. So yeah, in this bowl I've got tomatoes, red onions, green onions, garlic, cilantro, and lemon juice. And then that jalapeno. So let's go ahead and toast our jalapeno. So I got my jalapeno right here. I keep it in the bag because oils. I don't want the oils all over my hands and to burn my hands because of it. So. How much onion do you want? You know, I used to hate onions, and now I actually like them. Debating, or depending. I don't like white diced onions on anything if they're raw. They're cooked, we're cool. If they're raw, the only kind of onions I can stand is green and red. A little bit of yellow. Okay, and then this is our diced tomatoes. It's gonna go in there. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and measure out my spices for this. See, I touched it now. It's okay. I'm gonna wash my hands here in a second. Yeah. You know, I don't think I've ever actually made dog treats, now that I think about it. Sorry, I'm thinking about next week. So, because if I do decide to make dog treats, which would be awesome. I'm like, have I ever done that? I don't even know if I have, and I haven't. So that's going to take some research, which I'm more than fine with. How about this one while we're hanging around, guys? What is the last thing you cooked? Just putting a quarter teaspoon of cumin in here per the recipe. But what is the last thing that you actually made in the kitchen? I actually don't cook as much as I should. But I did make omelet eggs the other day to put on a bagel. Pizza rolls. Nice. Were they at least good? I mean, that's the question, right? Like, did they at least taste good? Also, what kind of pizza rolls? Because I feel like that is definitely an important question. Here, balsamic pork chops with garlic herb couscous and roasted broccoli. That sounds pretty good. Probably a sight better than pizza rolls. Just cracking some salt and some pepper over my salsa. Instant pot spaghetti. I've done that one. So do you just throw a bunch of shit in your Instant Pot, or do you actually find yourself like looking for recipes for it? Because I'm kind of like 50-50 on that. Like, I'm never 100% sure if I am gonna throw something in or just find a recipe. Somewhat healthy. Yeah, I've been bad lately. I'm not gonna lie. There may have been some emotional eating as of late. Slap myself on the hand for that one. But like, yeah. Hey, nobody's 100%, right? Although I feel like I need to stop making that, but it's quarantine excuse because I keep doing that. I'm like, no, it's okay. You're dealing with stuff. It's quarantine. Now that's gotta stop. We've been this way for a year. Could be for another year and a half, or another year. Who knows? It tripped the breaker? Really? How to manage that? You guys can see there's like a little bit of color developing. Although this jalapeno is like, I'm gonna roll wherever the hell I want. I mean, Instant Pot, literally, it's a crock pot. Like, it takes like little to no power. 60 years old. I got like copper wiring or some shit. That sucks. My house is shit made in the 70s, so 50 years old. It's not much behind you. Now I'm worried. I'm like, crap. Is my Instapot gonna like trip a wire on me at some point? Shit. I hope not. Yeah, this is, I'm doing what's called blistering here, if you guys can see. Although this is fun. If you guys have ever seen, like, there's these things called, they used to be called Mexican jumping beans when I was a kid. But it's kind of from the heat in your hand. Like, the beans would jump around, and that's kind of what the jalapeno is doing right now. Quit fighting me. Yeah, see, this isn't me doing this. It's from the steam inside, so, before it bursts open, I just put a slight hole there. But it will dance. Flooded and caught fire. Yeah, what's that? Oh, yeah, code violations are a problem. Especially because people try to get away with that shit. Because they're like, it's not that bad. And the house is older. Like, it would take so much for us to fix it. And it's like, no. You're being lazy. So I am going to just wash my Ninja blender because I realize this is going to be easier. Than me trying to do this with the small food processor. Now that I see how much is actually in this salsa, I didn't realize how much it was going to be. So give me a minute. I'm going to wash out my blender. Give you guys some dishwashing ASMR, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, this is from the marinade from yesterday with the chipotle peppers. So I'm dealing with some like pepper particles, if you will. And those are not the most fun to breathe in. At all. You've had a house burn down? Oh, that's horrible. You've had some house issues, huh? Alright. I think our jalapeno is probably blistered enough. Yeah. See, that's what we actually wanted. I'm going to turn that back off. Bring you guys back over. I'll let that cool for just a minute. House you had before? Struck by lightning? Oh god, that's horrible, Marson. Jesus. The hell, man. The hell. Okay. Hopefully you guys got out and everything was okay though, right? My dad, actually growing up, he's retired now, but he was a firefighter. So I got to, a lot of times while we were out at dinner, he'd get a call. So I got to see a lot of house fires up close because we lived in a small town, which meant like we'd be in the middle of dinner and his radio would go off and we would have to go over there. And eventually what would happen is we'd drive to where the fire was in our station wagon with me and my 3 other brothers. And then, hey Taco. Yes, I'm making tacos. Anyways, we'd have to drive over there, so I'd see like house fires up close, and man, like they are horrifying. Really. You got out fine. You lost everything. Oh, hope you had insurance or something to help out. Cause yeah, even stuff that you recover, like sometimes smoke damage is too much. I actually don't need all of this tomato, so I'm gonna overly sharp knife. Anyway, I'm gonna put that much in my guacamole. The rest of this is just gonna go into my salsa. It makes more salsa, it's fine. Thankfully you had insurance. Okay, good. Because that would be extra horrible. Alright, we have 27 minutes left on the taco, so. Okay. Just moving my ingredients into my blender. Yeah. Okay, this is making a lot more salsa than I thought. I'm not the best at estimating, apparently. It's okay. Okay, move that out of the way again. We're gonna get our jalapeno out of here. Into the trash with you. You've just not had great luck, though, it sounds like, with houses, Markson. Jesus. It melted your game systems together. That is crazy. Okay, so for my guacamole, I want just the tiniest bit of jalapeno, so we're going to set that aside. Okay, and then I am going to... Alright, I'm gonna have to wash my hands after this. Be careful not to touch my face or nothing, but we're going to go ahead and de-seed the jalapeno. I'm sure my husband would be happy with me keeping the seeds, but I'm not in the mood for that much spicy right now. The guac is just the tip. The play butt. Damn it, butt spot. Butt spot, best spot. You know, if it wasn't a bot run by somebody, I'd totally, just for the hell of it, make butt spot one of my mods. So, since I am going to be doing something for Valentine's Day, is there anyone that actually has plans for that day? Like, is anyone actually doing anything for it? And if so, I'm curious what. Because you know what? If you do celebrate it, cool. I just don't feel the need. I don't need a alarm clock to tell me. You know. Hey, that person you care about, you should do something. You plan to drink some water. You know what? I think that might be like the best idea ever for Valentine's Day. And actually, do you guys? Oh, how about this one? What's a shitty Valentine's Day you guys have had? I'll be honest. Since I don't care about them, I really haven't had a shitty Valentine's Day. But I have a friend who did get cheated on Valentine's Day. Her boyfriend took his other girlfriend out for lunch, and then came and saw her for dinner. So, all of them. Okay, so I'm just cutting this, rough chopping it a little bit because it's just going into our salsa. So this is flame roasted jalapenos, I guess you could say. Not really. Christ forever, Lynn. I'm telling you, it's a stupid fucking holiday even if you are with somebody. Don't let it get you down. Also, you won't be forever alone. Just for now. Which is fine. Because that will change. A Valentine. Valentine is a joke. That's horrible. God damn it, Taco. Alright, so that's, I think, everything that's supposed to go in there. Let's see. Oh, so for our diced tomatoes. So, we'll go ahead and get the blender moved over, because this is going to turn into guac. I still got 20 minutes, so I'll be honest, I'm kind of just not being as efficient as I could be. Because why? So, we have... Okay. We have our Roma tomatoes. We have our diced petite tomatoes. Green onions. We have a red onion. We have jalapenos, cilantro, garlic, lime juice, chili powder, cumin, salt and pepper. It says sugar is optional. I don't put sugar into something until I taste it. So, as you can see, that's a lot of salsa. Markson's butt life is about as lucky as his house is. Oh, butt life. Alright. Come here. No camera. It would be nice if I could move my camera to a different spot. But, maybe we can work out at some point. There we go. You guys can see the blending happening. I am going to go ahead and mute my mic because I know this is going to be loud because I have messed with my Ninja before. Hey Dagger, how are you doing? And that looks like our salsa is done. Alright, before I say this is done, where are my chips? I'm gonna grab some tortilla chips and we're gonna try this. Promise I'm just around the corner. So, taste test this, right? see how this is. I'll be honest, like homemade salsa tends not to be the prettiest thing. So, also turn off the flash. Ain't nobody need none of that shit. I'm good. I'm good. It tastes okay. Definitely needs a lot more salt. Twitch keeps slacking. Aw. I post on my Twitter and I post in a few Discords. If that helps. And then my Discord as well will tell you. Which it's about the only thing that it will alert you on. So you might be able to just turn on notifications for that. I think a little bit of sugar wouldn't be remiss. So we're going to go ahead. I'm just putting the tiniest bit of sugar in this. Okay. And let me plug that back in. By the way, occasionally you might hear my husband raiding on WoW. I can hear him in the other room. Just a warning. Alright, I'll be back. While muting. Alright, let's try it again. They're gonna think I'm crazy. But it needs more spice. And I know just what to add. Cholula. You see it? There you go. But we're gonna add some Cholula. For those who are not from America, this is just a pepper sauce. I'm just putting about that much in. But it's chilies and garlic and water. It's basically all Cholula is. And we're gonna go for hopefully one more mix and be done. Okay, let's hope we're good. What a miserable person. Yeah. Oh. Okay, that's definitely better. Yeah, fresh ground pepper and fresh ground salt. Definitely a lot stronger. I'm pretty sure she's over it at this point, guys. If it was grade school. But that's still adorable. Let me see if I got a jar to put this in. I've got a couple jars. So for those of you who didn't know, me and my husband used to make sauce and sell it. So, I have some old canning jars from when we used to do that. But yeah, we used to There we go. There it is. Let's see if you can see the label there. Yeah, that's the sweet ass sauce, which is Kansas City style, which is a sweet barbecue sauce. I've thought about possibly making that again, and I have shipped it before. So what I've thought about, yeah, is possibly doing a giveaway, making the sauce, and sending it out to people. So I haven't made some in quite a while. That is a lovely plop noise, isn't it? Plop, 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 plop. But doing it as a giveaway to like viewers and stuff, thought it could be interesting. Rude. Yeah, there's our salsa. So that will go in the fridge. Sauce me up. Yeah, there was somebody I sent internationally some sauce at one point. So I know that it can ship international. So long as I keep an eye on it. So even to people not in America, I can send it. And it is canned, so it actually can sit on a shelf for a little bit. Carrie's tried it, actually, as well. But we used to actually sell it. Like, commercially sell it. Just haven't in a while. So, there we have some salsa. And we're just going to put that salsa in the fridge because the next thing we're going to make is our guacamole. I have 10 minutes left still on the tacos. So. But yeah, I've thought about potentially doing that. I actually have people who we used to have people that would order it by the case and such. So like, I know it's pretty good. At least I've been told it's pretty good. And if people are willing to pay money, I assume it's pretty good. So all I'm doing, I suppose I could throw this on. All I'm doing is just finely chopping my grilled jalapeno. Because I don't want to bite into like a huge piece of jalapeno or anything in my guac. That would be horrible. So I'm just getting that done. And normally I'd be, getting my hands in here, but I don't really feel like burning myself, burning my eyes and shit by messing with a jalapeno, so. You need tacos. Oh, grr. But I need tacos. I love grr. Hey, Trim. Hello. How are you? No, I already have this out. How are you doing? How are you doing? I always revert to that hen voice. So right now we've got tomatoes, jalapenos. I'm just going to juice my lemon, right? That's what I said earlier. Anyways, juice my lime here. You guys still hear me? I'm well at work, sadly. Nice. Apparently my husband dropped. Just making sure you guys can still hear me. Okay, cool. I have my quality assurance in the other room where he randomly tells me if something seems wrong. Well, I put the lime in because I like lime, but yeah, it definitely does. Curried goat? Hell yeah. I've never made goat. I've had goat. Wasn't crazy about it. I don't like more gamey meats, and it tends to be stringy from what I've had. But how was yours? Because honestly, curry is the way I would go if I was going to eat it again. Never had goat. Yeah, it's like a stringer, gamier version of lamb if you've had lamb. At least. What am I doing? ADD's kicking in. Alright. Fork. I'm like, I know there's something I need over here. Tougher for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely tougher than what I've had. Rabbit, quail, turtle, and emu. I've never... Okay. Yes. Emu jerky, but like, so they had this like place here that did like exotic jerkies or whatever. And they're always mixed like pork or beef or something, so it's not like 100%. So sometimes it's hard to be like, was that actually that animal? But I have had emu by that standard. Space meat. Do tell, I am interested now. I have had alligator as well. Gamey chicken. Yeah, gamey kind of, it has like a fishy consistency to it. It gets a little flakier, you know? But I think that's true of all reptiles. I've never had snake, but I've heard it's the same way. Spain. By the way, I'm just cutting my avocado while I talk to you guys. If you guys don't do it, this is the easiest way I've found to make guacamole. You cut the avocado in half. And then I'm just kind of cubing, so I'm just going through in a grid like this. And then I just take my fork and scrape underneath like that. And all of the avocado will plop out, and it's already cut up to make it easier for mashing. I do this as well when I put it on a sandwich, except for I just slice it then instead of cubing it. There you go, like all the meat out of there. Iguana. Huh. I did try a kangaroo. I've had kangaroo. Once again, though, that was in jerky form. There you go. So I don't, because it's kind of hard to get kangaroo, like fresh kangaroo in America. You're allowed to kill them on site. Wow. I mean, no thank you, but, I didn't know iguanas were that much of a problem. I guess they would be. Probably devastate, like, plants. Yeah, the trick to this, by the way, is don't cut all the way through the skin. Like, hit the skin. Because avocado doesn't take much to cut, obviously. Then you can also, if you're lazy, do that. Just kind of squeeze it and then... There you go. So there's our avocado. The eat all or die full lizard species. I wonder how, like, iguanas, like, are iguanas native? They're not, right? I mean, you said invasive, so obviously they're not. Okay, so we're putting some salt in the avocado. Reason for that is I'm giving it some grit so it's easier to break up, because now we have to mash the avocado. I like a little bit of chunk in my guacamole, so I'm not going to mash this completely. I'm just going to mash it mostly. Okay, I'm going to stop holding it on the, or putting it on there, because this is much easier. You guys like that noise? Anyway. Food ASMR. Hey, no. That's why I clean my counters. Chunkamole, yes. I like it chunky. I feel like good guacamole's got like a little bit of creamy and a little bit of chunk. I know people who will like mash it into nothingness, and I know people who keep like the avocados basically whole. I like my mixture. So you see.
4 months of an amazing squish, less than 3. Thank you for the support, the love, the kindness.
2 fucking years?
Less than 3. You're amazing, boo. Less than 3.
Aww. Thank you, Rui. Rui. You guys, Rui is the best fucking person, I swear. He puts up with so much shit, but he's such a sweetheart. And though he doesn't deserve half the shit he gets, I know he plays it up because it's funny. But I love you, Ruru. 2 fucking years. Have I really been a partner for, or in a partner? Have I really been an affiliate for 2 fucking years? That is crazy. Huh. But thank you, Rue. Wait, tier 3. Boy. Are you really at tier 3? Why? Why are you wasting that much money on my ass? Stop it. Seriously. Celebration stream when? I didn't know it was my 2 years. Shit, I guess Valentine's Day may be a celebration stream and a charity stream. Shit. Yeah, because Rue was one of, I want to say Rue was a founder, right? Yeah, first. So he's a founder. So that means it's been 2 years. Holy shit. I suppose I should do something for that, huh? I just started streaming again. Yes, he's a founder of Twitch, didn't you know? Anyways, so I just added my jalapeno, my tomato in here. So these need mashed. Like, I like my tomatoes to be slightly mashed as well. I don't need them much mashed, but... Okay. So we're going to be finishing up the guac here in a second. Let me show you, though. Instapot's at 0, so this is fun, if you've never seen this before. I'm going to do a release. So, if you noticed before, this was down, but now it's up. So, I'm actually... Oh, Jesus, that was fireworks. It begins, people. Fucking Super Bowl. Alright. You can see, there's steam. And you know, normally you could put your face in there, but it smells like beef stew. So I don't really need my face to smell like beef stew. But yeah, this is all of the pressure it's releasing. And this is what's called quick releasing. You'll notice there's a lot less steam now. Finishing the last. Also, another note, you cannot open this while that is doing that, release. So. Man, this one's taking a while. Yeah, we're still locked. Puppy bowl? Hell yeah! You will not, Indy. No need for that shit. I'm just cooking food. Man, it is taking its sweet time over here, isn't it? Are you done? It's okay. I will put away my ninja while I wait. While you guys listen to the hiss in the background, we will finish our guac up. So we got our salsa here and our guac. Puppy bowl is definitely the better of the options for what you could watch. So that's a little bit of lime juice there. Get rid of this. Into the recycling you go. Salsa recipe. Another thing some people add, some people don't. But I like to add to my guac. It's just some garlic. I'm not entirely sure why you wouldn't add garlic, but there are people. Okay. Stab it. Don't you come for me. Alright. It's because I'm not holding it. I keep trying to put it on the counter so you guys can see it. My hands are like my tools here in the kitchen, so me not holding stuff, I don't control it as well. But this is our guac per their recipe. I'll try a little bit. Like I said, this is only for me, so I can taste it with my own fork. It's pretty good. I am going to sprinkle in a little bit of cumin. And I've shown you guys this before, but why not a refresher? I have two different types of chili powder. I have chili powder, dark chili powder. If you're ever looking at the store and you're like, isn't one the same? Like if you just grab one, dark chili powder is spicier. So keep that in mind. Just in the same way you can't be like, oh, I'm gonna replace paprika with smoked paprika. It's the same thing, right? No. It'll probably still work, but just so you know, it is going to taste different. So I put a little bit of dark chili powder and some cumin in here. I think the rest of our lines are good. Alright, so that is our guacamole. So we have guac and salsa. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I actually grew up going to school in a predominantly Hispanic neighborhood. So my best friend, her uncle owned one of the top Mexican restaurants. So I kind of grew up around this food. I'm very used to it. After school, we used to go to her house, see her tia and tios, aunts and uncles, hang out there. Our guac is done. And they would make like chorizo and huevos con chorizo a lot of times. And we'd basically just after school go hang out there. Basically, they made also a version of, by the way, chorizo con huevos is eggs and chorizo, which chorizo is a spicy Mexican sausage, pork sausage. And then they also make what basically equated to queso fundido, which is chorizo, so the spicy sausage, with cheese. Kind of, they brown the cheese, and then you dip like corn tortillas into it. Speaking of which, we do have corn tortillas for today. I don't like flour tortillas that much. So if I ever make anything Mexican, it tends to be with corn tortillas. Okay. So, moment of truth, right? Our Instapot has released the pressure. Let's see what our stew looks like. Can you guys see it well? Yeah. Okay. Doesn't look like much when you lift it, but actually, this will work. Oh, it smells good though. So, there is our, there's our meat. Let's see how tender that is. Yeah, it's pretty tender. That just fell apart. So, our Instapot did what it's supposed to. Oh, God. I was trying to pick it up. That's the bone. I was trying to pick it up, and it just, let's see if I can get that to do that again. Let me grab a fork here. Because I have to shred this anyway. Come here, rainbow fork. Okay. Let's see if that will come off the bone just as easy. Yeah. You guys see that? Like, it's just peeling off. Yeah, that works pretty well. There's some cartilage there. I mean, there's only so much you can do in this time frame, but if you can see that, that's pretty crazy. So, we're going to pull the meat out of here. Tastes pretty good. Whew, there's a bit of spice there. Remember I said the chipotle is jalapenos in an adobo sauce, which is a pepper sauce? It's a little spicy. Yes, tasty, tasty marrow. Okay. Actually, you know what? I feel like if I try to just use the tongs, most of this is going to fall apart. Which is what it's supposed to do. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to pull the meat out of here. Okay. Also need to pull the bones out of here. I'm just going to trash the bones because at this point I've gotten the marrow out of them, which is the flavorful part. Yeah, this meat is like falling apart, which is good. Okay, there's our other bone. Set that to the side for a minute. Note, there's our cinnamon stick too. I'm gonna get this bone out of here. Yeah, you could spread marrow. Yeah, I have actually done roasted marrow before like that. I've actually like gone places and ordered the marrow. Marrow is damn delicious. So yeah, we're just trying to get the meat out of here. which I could technically use like a colander and do this. But, oh, bay leaf. If you happen to see it, pull it out. But yeah, so we're going to keep this broth because, like I said, for this recipe, you dip the corn tortillas into said broth. I think we've got most of the meat. We're probably not going to get 100%, that's fine. But I'd say that's the majority of it. Yep, okay. So, this is kind of messy. Keep licking my fingers. It's really good. So, we are going to pull this beef. Just getting rid of these bones because we're going to do it on the cutting board. Typically I wouldn't put meat on a cutting board except for when it's cooked because then the meat juice is not going to seep into it and cause you bacteria issues later on. So, I wonder, I don't know if I have them right here. If I do, I will use a stupid tool that I have. Don't see it though. Actually, wait, I know where they are. Like I said, me and my husband used to do catering. Used to make sauce, used to do barbecue, and as such, I have claws. These are claws for pulling. This stuff is pretty tender, so I don't know that I'll need it, but let's go ahead and see. Yeah, this stuff's gonna fall apart with a fork. So instead of me getting this all shredded up first, let me get my pan ready. So I have a pan over here. It's the same one we did the jalapeno in earlier. Unitasker, it is. The only reason I have them, once again, is because of the amount. When I say we used to do a lot of barbecue, we did somewhere in the vicinity of 80 to 90 pounds of pulled pork. When you're doing it, this is actually useful. Hey, how you doing, Lunar? No, it's definitely a multitasker, or a unitasker. Yeah, I don't need them. If you guys can't see, here, I'll do it for some of the bigger pieces. But it's pretty much falling apart. So I don't know that there's much point in me having these out. But yeah, when you're doing like 100 pounds of pork at a time, these make sense. For a home kitchen, these don't make sense. Although the other way I've seen people do it, if you do like, yeah, this is beef, but I was talking about pork that we used to do. But if you've seen people do it, also they can apparently do it with like a blender, like a handheld blender. People will shred pork. So that right there is a fatty piece. We're going to set that to the side. But yeah, this is beef. See, there's no point in me using it. Look at this. Shredded. That's awesome. Yeah, I could eat it with a spoon, actually. But we should taste it. That's pretty good. Ooh, it's got some spice, though. Alright. It's okay. But how are you doing, Lunar? It's good to see you in here again. Okay. So this is a process to make these tacos. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to film this. Let me think about it. No point in having those. So I have to dip cheese and stuff will go on after. Oh. Either bay leaf. It was sitting at the top of the pan. Okay. So I have to dip, and then stuff, and then we'll stuff a few of them, and then I will take them over to the pan. We'll do 3 at a time. That sounds pretty good. Let me get a plate so I can set 3 tacos on it. Okay. I think our pan is probably heated up. Put a little bit of oil. Like I said, I've never done this before. So hopefully this turns out well. Just shredding up enough steak for 3 tacos here. Not enough beef, it's not steak. Well, actually there's sirloin, technically. It's steak and beef shank. So, alright. Y'all ready for me to attempt this? I wonder, would this give you a better view? I'm trying to figure out. Or should I move this one down? Nah, that's not gonna work. Alright. This is when I need a cameraman. Aw, Kenny, thank you. I wonder, can we do this? You can kind of see a little bit better what I'm doing, right? Whew. It doesn't lean the camera forward too far, it falls. Alright. We're gonna try this, people. This is gonna be messy as fuck, too. Okay, so. Okay, I'm supposed to warm up the tortillas first. If you guys have never warmed up tortillas, I will show you the way that I do it. And how I was taught to do it. Of course, my husband picks the smaller one, tortilla, or the smaller paper towels, so. Alright. So. Wet your paper towels to where they're just not dripping. Like you want them wet, but not dripping water. Okay. Wrap up your tortillas in them. We're gonna microwave it. Microwave it? For like 10 to 15 seconds. And that will steam them just enough that they move easily. Because you want them pliable. I'm going closer to 20 seconds, so that's okay. So if you guys want to see, this is normally how they move. Versus warmed up. Much more pliable. Okay. Alright, guys. Let's. Should I do that? Alright. We'll get this spoon out of the way. Let's try this assembly. Alright, so first things. Tortilla is in the soup. So I just dunk it into the soup. I'm pulling it out. I'm just putting some beef into that. Okay. Flipping that over. And putting it on my plate. Yeah, Minsky. I love Minsky's. They have my favorite taco pizza. They call it tostada pizza. Same thing. Also, Jesus, I bet they're busy today. Okay. So next one. Okay. That is 2. All right. The third one. Jesus, this makes a mess. Okay. All right. Putting some more beef in this one. Okay. We have 3 tacos prepared. These tacos look really good. Thank you. His twin cousin, huh? Okay, I'm just gonna, like, normally I try to just reply, but I'm gonna read this. Microwave is Microwave's twin cousin. He was always jealous of Microwave's success. Now he's selling essential oils to Facebook mobs and spreading conspiracy theories about his cousin's involvement with the Illuminati. I'd believe that shit. Alright. Let's see if I can make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Alright. So I'm going to have to do this by hand because they started to split a little bit while I was moving them. So, as you guys can see, our oil is glistening. Our pan is nice and hot. I'm going to get a different pair of tongs over here. Alright. Let's see what happens. Let's give this a minute. See, the great thing about this recipe? Fry over medium heat. Okay. That tells me nothing. We're gonna go with a blue plate. Let me get my plating ready, because you're supposed to eat these immediately. So, I'm going to make more. But for now, you guys are only going to see, like, the few I make. You need to fry them on the 6th. Lovely oil spiral. I know! This makes, like, the prettiest spirals. Which is the stupidest thing to get excited about, but I love it. Okay. I don't know when I'm supposed to flip these. Actually, instead of tongs, you know what? I'm gonna do a spatula. Okay, I can smell them. They're starting to fry. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if I can get you a closer look. That oil bubbling. Okay. Okay, so I'm worried about this one. This one's kind of falling apart the most. I feel like I need to spread the meat out a little bit. Like kind of flatten them, if that makes sense. Yeah, once we get like 2 good ones though, I'm gonna plate. Okay. Okay. Can you guys see the difference? Like the grill? Okay. Yes, if you're ever nervous about flipping something, do that. Make the pan meet you halfway. Like people do it with omelets. Apparently it smells good. Okay, alright, let's... Ah, see, that one kind of fell apart. But I have two pretty ones. I have two pretty ones. But see, you can see they break a little bit. Corn tortillas are notorious for that kind of shit. That's why a lot of times you get street tacos, they put it with two. 30 is getting to me. I know that feel. Wait, your electric kettle? I got really happy about my French press, but your electric kettle? You mean like that? Because I love my electric kettle. But this is one of my newest purchases that I adore, which is my coffee French press. So I get it. Okay. Well, that's finishing. Okay, I've decided. I've watched it through this entire stream. I think this skirt is cute. I was debating if I liked it. I bought it off of Amazon the other day. They have pour over carafe. Carafe. I like pour over coffee as well. French press is just more efficient for multiple people. And I don't see that much of a difference between pour over versus French press. I do think French press is a little bit lighter, but I like medium roast coffee. As such, works perfectly fine. Like, I don't like dark coffee. If you like dark coffee, I feel like that's where the pour over kind of becomes better. Yes, I'm discussing coffee. This is coffee. P.S. If you guys have a Hy-Vee near you, they have a coffee. It is one of the best ones. Here it is. Which it's funny, because normally, you know, buy expensive coffee. Nah, this store brand one. It's called Fog Cutter. Really good. Although this is the other place that's near us. It's called Roastery. This one's pretty good too. If you're ever in Kansas City, stop by a Roastery. Aw, project. No, not sponsored. I would love that. It's not a dress. It's a skirt. I like it too. Walmart, Kroger, and Aldi. Yeah, you gotta go with what you got. Okay. Our tacos are done. We're gonna move those over to the side. Let them cool for a minute. Not very long though. Because we don't want them to fall apart, but I need to clear my space, make my staging area. Okay. By the way, this is cotija cheese, if you guys have never seen it. It's like Mexican feta. And it's like the best thing ever. Okay. So we have our tacos here. I'm gonna go with my two prettiest ones. I'm not entirely sure at this point how I'm going to make these look. Because they're not really a pretty item. So, I'm thinking. No, we're gonna grab some cilantro. Green herbs always make everything look prettier, right? Katia's amazing. Yes, it is. Small cafe that down. Hell yeah! See, buy local. That's what a roastery is. A roastery is a local coffee place with a plane crashed into the building. Like that's their motif. I don't know. You love my outfit. Thank you. I actually thought I looked cute for once. Like, that doesn't happen often. And I'll be honest, like I said before, my legs probably, as you could tell by how like fucking pale I am, my legs don't see the light of day very often. Like ever. So, this is me going out on a limb here. That is not true. I am not always. You are. By the way, you need to know how to spell it. Katia. All right, so let's try something here. This is a plating challenge. Like, I've never seen this look pretty. It's always just tasty. Woman, you. DM me info. Oh, I love creme brulee. I will always love creme brulee. Okay, so should I put... I think I know what I'm gonna do. You woman. I don't want to mess with these too much because they are fragile. Fragile. Sauce drizzle. Yeah, I don't know that we're going that far. So let's do a little bit of guac because we made guac. Okay. I have a tiny condiment cup. We're going to put salsa in. Instead of the sauce drizzle, I might do the cheese spread. You know. Get a few chips here. Thought about making corn mush, and maybe I should have made that just for the plating. But honestly, it would have been really just for the plating. So, love corn mush. Let me get... I could do a sour cream drizzle. No, we're not going to go that far. I believe in authenticity. How I would actually eat this. And I'm going to keep to that. Project is a cutie. A deconstructed guacamole. You mean an avocado and a tomato? Is that what you mean? Because that's what a deconstructed guacamole would be. Okay, and then last but not least, I get the prettiest lime wedge I have. I'd say that one's probably. Ah! Excuse me while I fuck everything up. Alright, guys. What do we think? Is that a pretty enough plating here? Did I do okay? Get it centered here. No, you project. But thank you. I'm starving and this is making it worse for me. I'm sorry. I love y'all the same. There we go. There we go. So there's our Birria Tacos. So let me go get one of the ugly ones. Let's actually give it a taste, right? Like I should probably actually try it. So this is my ugly. Let's keep that shot pretty. That's my ugly. Like it was kind of falling apart. I really don't think it's going to affect the taste. But I'm going to have to try the food, right? So I got a little side plate here. There should always be lime everywhere. Lime is the best thing ever. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit of sour cream on this. I'm going to shred up some more. By the way, if you don't know how to deal with cajita cheese, this is the way I found this the easiest. Just rake your fork across it. Like I said, it's like feta. It is the texture of feta. Okay. And then just a tiny bit of salsa. So this is my not so pretty trial plate here. Food isn't for eating. No, it's not. It's for Instagram likes. All right. So let's try this. Oh, damn. Oh, that's good. Ooh, there's some spice. But that is very, very good. So I'm loving that there. I'm gonna have to put more cheese on that. All right, but there you guys go. We made our Birria tacos. Like I said, next week, I will be advertising about it. I will actually put stuff out about it because I know I'm really bad about that. Next week, charity stream. All right, for the animals, for the dogs and the cats. And potentially if they have anything else there. I think right now it's just dogs and cats. So you can check out their website. It's greatplainsaspca.com, I believe. Or you can just look them up. But that's what we're going to do next week for the animals. And I will check with them if I can make food to take to said animals. It's always backwards trying to figure out which way to move something so that the camera sees it better. Anyways, if I can figure out a way to possibly like make dog treats or cat treats, hell yeah, if they'll take them. I don't know if they would. I get why they wouldn't. But if they will, that's what we're doing. Otherwise, I'll figure out a menu, possibly do something absolutely unromantic because I think that would be funny. Like maybe do the worst thing you could have on a first date or something like that, something incredibly messy. We'll figure it out. But thank you guys for being here. Jesus, that's hot. I told you guys. All right, so give me just a moment. I'm going to step away and try to figure out who we're going to raid. I see someone that has been supporting me for years and is an absolute sweetheart and just came back recently to streaming, I believe. So we're going to go for that person on our raid. So I would totally cater your life in a heartbeat project. All right. Yeah, it's some spice. But thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to go ahead and raid Darchi. Let's come say hi to him. Darcy's an absolute sweetheart if you've never had a chance to meet him or talk to him. Love all of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next week, like I said, next week for the Aminals. And yeah, so thanks again for supporting this. Like, I don't think you guys understand how much I actually love cooking, and it makes me happy that, you know, you guys are entertained and you guys are here for it. So, love you guys. I got you, boo, if you ever need anything. And I will see you guys next week.